In this quick lesson, we want to just look at why are we getting two solutions when we solve quadratic equations. And remember, quadratic equations are those in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. If you think about quadratic equations, you haven't done a lot of graphing of them yet, but when you graphed them earlier, a quadratic, remember, is in the shape of a parabola. So if I make a quick sketch of the xy axis, we might have a parabola like this on it. And if you think about when that function equals 0, you're actually looking at the x-intercepts. And you can see that a quadratic could possibly cross the x-axis twice, once on the way down and once on the way up, for instance, okay? So we could have two real solutions. They're also called roots or zeros when we look at the solutions to quadratics. Okay, so sometimes they're called roots or zeros, which makes sense when you think about the fact that we look at when does the equation equal 0? What are the x-intercepts? So another case that could occur would be when a parabola, for instance, does this sort of thing, and it could go either be one that's pointing up or pointing down, but where its vertex is right on the x-axis. And when that happens, we end up with only one x-intercept and one real solution. And I'm using real there in the mathematical term, as in real number solutions. It might not be a pretty number, it might not be a whole number or a nice fraction, it might be an irrational number, for instance, but it's still a real number root. The third thing that could occur is if we have a parabola, and it could be one, again, that's either pointing up or down, but that does not cross the x-axis. In this case, there are no real roots, okay? So no real solutions, but you can have imaginary or complex solutions. You'll still have two complex solutions, okay, where there's an imaginary part to the solution. And in a day or so, we'll have a short lesson that helps us to determine very quickly what kind of solutions a quadratic will have, where we'll just use a very small formula and we'll be able to decide, is this a quadratic that has two real solutions, one real solution, or no real solutions, or in other words, two complex solutions. And we will be, if we haven't done so already, we will be looking at some that have complex solutions.